I'd like to start this video off by saying this is a fan requested video, so I hope you guys enjoy. Now today's topic is going to be over harming the environment. Now most of us enjoy our lives, and we don't really think too much more of it. And a lot of times we don't thank the earth for our lives. And you're probably thinking, what do I mean by thanking the earth for our lives? The earth didn't birth me, my mother did. Well, yes she did, but without the proper environment for your mother and her ancestors, they wouldn't be here. And without the earth's perfect environment for life, you could not exist. Especially if your mother didn't birth you, so your entire lineage would be gone. Simple as that. So some people are simply ignorant to even knowing they are harming the environment. Most people are just ignorant entirely. But some people get that they shouldn't be doing something. So we're going to go over some of the big categories that most normal people that don't do anything out of most things would probably be doing. So the basic examples would be like littering, wasted resources, toxins, gas-powered vehicles, things like that. Now everyone has at least committed one of them. And I will admit that I waste resources. I might have some times where I could probably consume something, which, let me explain what wasted resources are. That's like food, water, electricity, things like that. So these things that we're not using efficiently, like taking long showers, maybe not eating the entire meal that we could be eating and just discarding it, maybe not drinking all the water and discarding it, things like that. Now, there's methods we could do better things like this. And you're probably thinking, how can you ease the damage on the earth? And notice how I said ease, because one cannot simply change overnight. It's just not possible. But we can start with at least litter control. For most people who don't know, millions of dollars are spent on controlling litter. Picking it up, cleaning it up, because people just discard trash and harm the environment. And people don't understand that the effects that it can have on the environment. See, it poses a public health issue. It breeds bacteria. Some litter can seep into the ground, and it even affects wildlife as well. Simply cutting down litter can be extremely beneficial for our environment. So if you can't find a trash can, maybe just keep it in your pocket. Don't discard it where it can't be recycled. It's pointless. It's just going to cause more problems in the long run. So there are other methods we could also talk about. Now, gas-powered vehicles are a whole nother thing that people could probably cut down. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people are into big, bulky trucks that consume massive amounts of gas because they're badass and have to overcompensate. But there are better ways. See, there can be more energy-efficient methods made for vehicles. The issue is, there's not many people that are interested in them. But if our society shows we have an interest in energy-efficient vehicles, then research into them will be much more efficient. So what I'm talking about is, I think there's a high school, or no, not a high school, a college, that actually uses a hydroelectric bus that takes students from point A to point B throughout the college and such. And I think that's really cool. I think it's awesome using water as an energy source, something that's replenishable. It's just about infinite because it's recycled back to the earth. And there's other ways we can do things too. You have electric, so you've seen those electric cars around and stuff, which is cool. There's some people that have them and stuff. And a lot of people think that the capabilities are only for these tiny little cars with little storage, little safety capacity, and everything like that. Now, here's the thing about that. If you have people, if everybody says, hey, we're tired of these gas guzzlers, we would really like something that doesn't affect our environment and doesn't cause air pollution and everything else, then the industries would look towards new things. See, it's all about showing that people have an interest in the item. If they don't, people are going to stick with what they have. If they do, then they'll have to make changes. The other thing too is it's going to be really expensive to research those things, so they're not going to get into it if there's no purpose for it. Now, if the interest is there, the vehicles that you want, like these great vehicles, the research could be done for them to make a engine that is supportive enough for these massive cars to move around and everything else, and be more energy efficient, and be more everything. And that's the kind of world we would like to live in. I don't even know if you guys knew this, but there was research in actually doing nuclear-powered engines for a period of time. And everyday cars, let me remind you. Could you even imagine how fucked up that would be if they had a head-on-head collision? And I'm pretty sure that the fuel they were going to use for it was uranium. So we can all imagine how fucking devastating that would be if there was a head-on-head collision. There would probably be a small nuke, if you take in consideration. I don't even know what the hell they were thinking, but luckily it never made it to the stores, thankfully. But guys, the big thing I want to put in this video is that there are simple things we can do, and nobody's perfect. Nobody can just flip a coin over day, or overnight, not over day, and just change. It's impossible, but you can at least try to do some things to help benefit the environment. It's kind of ironic. It's just like this comic. Something should be done about the environment harm before it becomes material or even serious. See, the issue with this is cartoons are meant to be satirical and funny, and as you can see, he's right near a pollution where it's polluting the waters. There's litter, there's air pollution and everything else. And air pollution started during the industrial age, when we started building these industries and it started shooting smoke in the sky. See, there was talk about that the environment, the trees and everything else, everything was a lot greener before then, and everything was a lot nicer, and the air seemed cleaner and everything else. And it's just kind of upsetting. I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only person that's upset that this shit's going on and everything, but I mean, we can at least try to make the world a better place. If you don't try, then nothing will ever get better, and it'll always stay the same way. Also, if we don't make a change, then the world we very much love could end up dying sooner than it's supposed to be. Now, we all know that eventually the Earth will die. It's just known. It's for sure. It's gonna happen. It's a matter of when, though. And we can control that timeline just a couple years, a couple decades even, if we take care of it. Think of Earth as our baby. We need to care for it. We need to love it. We need to support it. That's all we can do. It's all we can try to do. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end my rant there. So, if you liked the video, please leave a like. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It means the absolute world to me. And also, guys, I will see you in the